Are they catching on, or has the money just completely run dry? Hello, everybody. What we're talking about today is Steven Spielberg, and a lot of people in Hollywood have been doing this recently, going back to, stressing the point where we should have original IPs and not just keep remaking things and doing prequels, sequels, all kinds of stuff, reimaginings. Steven Spielberg has finally come out after a couple of flops at the box office, and he's going back to where his roots are, which is a good thing, but could be a bad thing as well. Let's see what he has to say. If you guys like anything you see here on this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's go into the first little part of this, shall we? Steven Spielberg warns Hollywood must invest in original stories or movies will run out of gas. Debuts eerie new Disclosure Day trailer at CinemaCon. CinemaCon has been going on over this past week. There is a lot of stuff, and we're going to talk about it later on the live stream tonight. There's a lot of stuff that has come out, including Highlander, including Steven Spielberg's new movie, Disclosure Day. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Things that people might actually get excited for, and that is what Hollywood needs. A literal kick in the ass, or a proverbial kick in the ass, basically. It does star Emily Blunt. What the fuck is wrong with this picture? Is that what she looks like now? Baby girl, don't do nothing to your face. I know a couple of kids with John Krasinski will do something to you, but like, good gracious. That's not the most flattering picture. Steven Spielberg premiered a new trailer at CinemaCon on Wednesday for Disclosure Day. And this is one of those ones, but because, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, we had E.T. I believe there was another alien one that he did besides our artificial intelligence, War of the Worlds. Steven Spielberg is basically, I don't see why he doesn't cast Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 as one of his lead actors because of how much they're so into aliens. His return to summer blockbuster filmmaking after a decade mostly spent making personal dramas, The Fabelmans, which is about his childhood, almost like a biopic, and prestige fare West Side Story. Well, that bombed completely, but that did give us Rachel Zeggy-Weggy. So fuck that movie. The film's plot has been shrouded in secrecy, but it involves visitors from another planet and a vast wait, did they come here legally? Okay, that's an aside. And a vast government conspiracy to cover up their arrival. And this is where I'm going to let it speak for itself whenever it does come out, because I will watch it. But I just don't want them to put too much politics in it. Like Spielberg, yes, you're writing your own thing. But however, you are known for speaking out politically, and that's not what Hollywood needs right now. I hope you know that. It's not that I trust you, but like, you are a grown-ass adult, so like I'm trying to give you a little bit of leeway. I will at least give it a try. So we talked about that. His alien fare that he has done in the past actually been at the forefront of that in a lot of ways. Here he's supported by a starry cast that includes Emily Blunt as a weather reporter, April O'Neil, with a connection to otherworldly visitors. Josh O'Connor as a man with evidence that we've made contact, and they brought Colin Firth into this. Ooh. That's a good casting. That dude can act. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's actually a good casting. As a nefarious bureaucrat who will stop at nothing to keep our heroes from going public. Eve Houston, we don't care about this. David Koepp, who is there, he penned Jurassic Park, wrote the script. Okay, that's a good sign, because the Jurassic Park script is actually it's pretty fucking stellar. It's a 9 out of 10. Spielberg called the sci-fi premise closer to truth than you might think. And it's funny that they're putting this out right now, because what was it, like 2 weeks ago, where the FBI, the CIA, and the White House were basically couldn't deny that there are aliens. Aliens exist, or at least non-humans outside in space. Whether or not you believe that, that's a whole different tinfoil rabbit hole to go through. But I love talking about it. So do I think they're all just like big black-eyed, green, skinny alien? No, I don't think that. Not at all. But do I believe that there is life outside of our little bubble? Of course. Only liberals would see that. There's outside of their bubble, there's other things going on. I've been curious ever since I was a little kid with what was happening in the night sky, Spielberg said. I agree with him. I think everybody is, because the ethereal stars out there, and they're so far away. And, once science actually caught up with it, you find out that, it would take you, 200 years to reach the nearest star or something like that if you were going light speed or something. It's something along those lines. And they've already died. That's just the explosion of it dying. No, I guess we could talk about that more on a later note. He noted that there has been increasing evidence that unidentified flying objects are real, which, yes, we've seen so many, referencing a 2017 report in the New York Times on a secret Pentagon program to investigate these mysterious sightings. There's been a ton of them. Now, some of them are military aircraft. Some of them basically can't be explained, especially the way that they move. And if that was our stuff, we would be using that in battle and no, I would never die. So I know for a fact that some of those are not military vehicles. The world became more accepting of the fact that we probably are not alone. The director's certainty that intelligent life is out there has only grown in the nearly 50 years between the release of Close Encounters and Disclosure Day. With Close Encounters, for some reason, I want to say off the top of my head 1976, but it could be 1979. Not going to look it up right now. I believe this movie is going to answer questions, and this movie is going to cause a lot of people to ask a lot of questions. All you need to get from beginning to end is a seatbelt. I hope so. Please bring the cinema back to the cinema, Spielberg. Please do it. Everyone loves a good alien story, whether it be a comedy, whether it be like a horror. Although Alien Romulus kind of like, it was like very middling. They kind of fucked that up. But everyone loves, if you take it seriously, everyone, whether or not you want to admit it or not, you can't tell me, being fully honest, that you don't have a little tinfoil hat of your own for some things out there. Aliens being one of them. Even faith, even if you're Christian, faith does not preclude aliens from existing. Think about that one for a second. There were lots of that Spielbergian sweep on display in the footage that he presented on Wednesday. Blunt and O'Connor crashed through a farmhouse while evading government agents and later climb onto a speeding train. As for the aliens, and we're not going to talk too much more about this because it's just a description, and that is what has been happening with these CinemaCon trailers that they are putting out. They're describing them, but not a lot of them have come out yet. However, what we can do just for posterity and to get people hyped for this movie, we can watch the trailer that has come out. So let me find it real quick. Here we go. Deadline has this one pulled up for us. Now, I don't know if this is the one because I don't know if this is the one that was shown, but let's just go ahead and watch this one.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
I will say these are classic Spielberg shots. I know it's not that I have to pause it, but I'm probably going to pause it anyway, just so everybody knows that I'm not a grifter. I don't get monetized. But these are classic Spielberg shots. A lot of close-ups. You could tell with the lighting, and there's a certain type of saturation that Steven Spielberg uses. It's almost iconic to him. Many have tried to replicate. Nobody really can. But yeah, top tier. Pokeball.
No.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
All right. Let me just stop it right there. I don't like the ASMR. However, depending on how he makes the story like go along with that, like is she a pod person? Is it more like a body snatcher thing? I don't know. I am highly interested though. Let's just let it go ahead and play out.
I hear it's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please, have a seat.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
Why would they do this?
When the time is right, everything will become clear.
Whatever happens,
Don't you let go.
Well, there you have it. I have to say that I'm actually pretty interested in this. It looks like a return to form, like an alien version of Minority Report, back to when Spielberg used to be good. And even if it's campy fun, it's still going to be fun with a little bit of, back 2005 War of the Worlds, whenever he did that, except for Dakota Fanning screaming her head off and you just want to kind of like muzzle her. That was actually a very decent movie. It was a very decent adaptation of the H.G. Wells book. It's only like 90 pages long, too. If you haven't read it for yourself, go ahead and read it. Yeah, I'm waiting to see more when it comes to this. You guys have anything that you like to say or like to see from Spielberg, or what are y'all expecting from this video? Leave it down in the comment section below. We will continue to update you as soon as we get more information. Maybe the new trailer, as soon as CinemaCon closes. Then we'll be able to get that footage and then we'll play it either on a live stream or I'll do another video about it. But it looks good to me. Leave it down in the comment section below. This is Multi from Mouth and Multi. We love you. We appreciate you for coming out. And until next time, until tonight on the live stream,